Okay, now I'm hitting it. Welcome
Welcome to
to
Apartment Theater.
Fuck You. All right,
I'm
listen.
back.
She's back. Our
Guys, we're all three here. We're
All
all
It's
three
three.
been a
here
minute.
in like 2 months.
It's been a while.
It's been a
It's
while.
been a while.
I'm surprised you haven't added
No,
that
wait.
to the soundboard yet.
Oh,
Everything is gonna be back to normal after next Saturday. So
Because that's when she dies.
it's true. So I'm never gonna be here again.
If you
No.
actually die, I'm gonna feel really fucking bad. But also,
Oh
like, I
man,
called
bet.
it. Well, yeah. Anyway, welcome. So for those that don't know, sometimes Danny is supposed to be here, and
And then we
Well, this time
insert her
she
into
is.
the plot of every movie when she's
Yeah.
not here. Do you know that we do that?
I started. I was talking to a truck driver that was at my bar. And I was talking about our show, and he's like, "Oh man, what's your show? I'd love to listen to it. I like listening to that stuff while I drive because he goes over to Cali all the time." So I told him, and I had to bring up our stuff on Spotify so I can be like, "This is what we look like." And while I was scrolling, I started seeing all of the descriptions. And just for context, people, let's see. Where's a good one? Where's Danny? Send us a text, Danny. Was eaten by a crocodile, so Cass and I are going to tackle this one. Send us a text. Honestly,
know
these
why it
movies
said
were
to
bleeding
send
into each other, and Danny and I were having a hard time figuring it out.
I have
And we
no
know?
idea why it says send us a text. I don't know where that goes.
Oh,
Hmm.
I have no idea. I thought it went
Well-
to you. Like, I don't know what it goes to.
Huh.
I have
don't
no
either.
idea. So
is
if
there an
anyone-
option for that?
I don't know. I have no idea where this like send us a text thing came from. Like I have zero idea. I don't even know how to get rid of it. I could probably look around on
Google?
BuzzSprout
Yeah.
a little bit
Yeah,
and see where
probably.
it is. But I'm like, I don't want people to send me a text.
So I've seen, but
Who are you?
Don't text me.
I've seen the descriptions, but if you guys talked about the episodes, I have not recently listened to our episodes because I've
Yeah.
been doing things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's doing a thing.
A
Excuse me.
potato.
Yeah.
A
fat
potato.
hog.
By the way, he gave me a potato as a Christmas gift.
That's amazing. I love it.
He taped it to my new camera, which is the Logitech Rio 4K.
You're not sponsored by them. You don't have
HD.
to say those words.
You don't have to say anything.
Yeah, but I need to brag about it because it's got some pretty crisp image. You guys can actually see I am extremely tired. But
I thought you were
anyways,
gonna say white.
Were you always this ugly?
I've always been this this is actually giving
This
me a little
beautiful,
color.
this gorgeous, this lovely, this amazing. Yeah,
I
that's my
wouldn't
wife,
use any
y'all.
of those
Don't.
words.
I wouldn't either. I look like a goblin.
Goblin
But
got him.
I So
Alright.
once we're back on track, I'll be here more regularly. But today
Like a
I'm gonna at least be in this episode for Nosferatu because I am not gonna be in the next episode because I didn't watch that movie. Because I've been busy.
Yay.
That's okay.
So this
So.
was a emergency episode for Danny, and then Danny didn't have time to ever do it, so we had to wait until our normal time to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was like we gotta have this episode come out immediately. Okay, when can you do it? I can't.
No, I was able to do it, but Cass wasn't able to.
Well, because we were like, oh, we're gonna do it.
We
on
got
New Year's
pushed back to
Eve, and then
Tuesday, and then Cass
how-
forgot she
that's
had
how you know when
plans.
we just don't know what day is going on. Is we'll be like, oh yeah, let's just do it this day. It's like, wait a minute. That's a
Wait, I
holiday.
actually have friends outside.
Yeah, no, it's really hard to plan anything when there's holidays involved.
Yeah, I think this is the worst time of year. I feel if this was any other month, we
Yeah.
wouldn't have this issue. But Christmas and then New Year's Eve and then my birthday, which is tomorrow.
Mhm. Happy birthday, Dave.
lots of pack stuff.
I can't believe you're gonna be
Thanks.
47. That's insane.
I know,
that's wild.
actually,
You look amazing for your age. Damn.
I'm actually turning 47,000,
Mhm,
but
I
you know we're gonna
You could
we'll
look
go
better
with
than for
47.
47,000.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's pretty good. Got that
Didn't know
big
that you were
3-0
older.
going though.
Yeah, I
What
didn't know
a-
that you were older than me. Shit. Oh.
What a cursed
Yay.
existence. You've lived for 47,000 years, but you also have epilepsy.
Well, you see, that's actually the
Maybe that's a-
trade-off of being immortal is to have epilepsy. So, be immortal and have epilepsy.
I
'Cause it
was
Also an
restarts your
eldritch
brain.
god.
yeah,
So,
I was gonna say
being an
the-
eldritch god kind of also throws in the mix. The human body isn't really able to take that. That's why, like, sometimes you see tentacles coming out of my mouth.
Mhm. Yeah.
I thought it was because of the hentai you watched.
No, that's on the weekends.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
It is the weekend.
Speaking, never mind.
Shit, you're right.
No, Cass.
Speaking of tentacles, which there
No,
was
I
none
can't
of in this
segue.
movie.
Well, there's some weird seizures in this movie.
Yes.
Just a few.
Very
Um,
orgasmic.
Yeah, look at that. We're able to segue in with my epilepsy.
Yeah.
So
seizures.
we watched
aware.
Nosferatu that came out.
With
like,
my
a couple weeks
beautiful
ago.
and lovely Bill Skarsgård.
Okay, hold on. This is directed by Robert Eggers.
It is.
I want to make sure that I have the correct guy what he directed, but he directed The Witch and The
Yes.
Lighthouse,
Yep.
which you can definitely tell with this movie because
Oh my god,
look-
yeah.
the dialogue sounds like The Witch because I can't hear them, and it looks like
Dude.
because Willem Dafoe's in this movie too. And I'm
Yo, I was so shocked when I did not know
I
he
did.
was in this movie. When Defoe ended up on the screen, I was like, what?
Mhm. Who is
Granted,
this
I
crazy
haven't
old
looked
man?
into the cast. I also didn't know the leading lady was Johnny Depp's daughter, and that
yeah.
explains why she looked very familiar.
Dude, she
she
did a
has a weird face.
fucking banging ass job in this movie. Her
Oh
She
acting
also
my
was-
has
God,
some
her-
banging boobies in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Justin.
The seal
No.
of approval. Lily, I'm sorry I said your face is weird, but so is mine.
I've been seeing a lot of Nicholas Hoult,
He's
like
done
in the
a
past
lot
couple
of
years though.
vampire movies.
Yeah,
Here,
I
let
feel
me
like-
say
So I
the-
originally saw him in Warm Bodies, and I really liked him, and then he disappeared for a minute, and now
in
I feel like
Renfield.
he's everywhere.
Yeah, he was
Well,
in
he
Renfield,
disappeared
yeah.
for a minute, and now I feel he's everywhere. Come on, Justin, let me finish that
hold on, hold on,
sentence.
I
hold
think
on.
he
He's-
like went and got married or something.
Well,
You
he's
know,
in
good
the
for him.
X-Men movies.
Oh, I didn't watch those.
Well, that's why he disappeared for you. You didn't watch the
Yeah.
movies he was in.
Yep. That
Yeah,
was it.
yeah,
Just kidding. He didn't have a kid. He was making other movies that we weren't watching apparently.
yeah. Well, that's all. It's
He-
full circle here.
He looks like John.
He
A
does
little
not
bit.
look like John.
He looks like John.
He's got the same kind of vibe.
Hold up.
Like they're written
John.
in the same script.
Give me a second, because I think he's outside this window.
They're not gonna see his face.
But you can go to our YouTube and see his
You
face.
could be the 12th person to subscribe.
Come here.
Holy shit.
Come here, you piece of
Take,
shit.
okay, no,
Like
take
a
that off.
Bomb just went off.
Okay. Come here.
That was his wiener coming out.
Like,
No.
come over here. Watch your foot. You gotta squeeze back here. Yep.
It's plastic.
Just step on it. It's fine.
Break
Step
it.
on it.
Break it.
Okay. Now come here.
If he gets his
Look
hair
in the
cut,
camera.
Hi, guys.
What's happening?
he looks like a woman.
A little bit.
I don't see it.
I kind
Yeah,
of see it.
If he cuts his hair,
Is it the
to
blue
where-
eyes?
Yeah.
Mm,
Right, do I have to
Wait,
stay
hold
here?
on.
It's the
Do I have to
forehead,
stay here? Right.
actually.
It's got the forehead.
Oh, the forehead.
You
What
know,
is the forehead that we're missing? One second.
If John shaved,
Oh
he
my
could do
eye.
drag really well.
He would, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
hang
then
on.
Cass would be even more jealous.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
So they said you look like Nicholas Hoult. We're talking about the movie. I heard you go by the door, so I thought it was
Told me he
perfect
would look
timing.
good
It
as
was
a
meant to
drag
be.
queen,
It was
too.
meant to be.
Not a
Justin said
diss.
you would look great as a drag queen, not a diss.
You know what? I think I would too.
Yeah.
You know,
alright.
the high heels would
would.
really work for me.
I think they would.
Anyways, join our YouTube to see that whole interaction.
See whatever the fuck just happened there.
So let me read the description for this movie. A gothic tale of obsession between
Patreon,
a
see the
haunted
drag
young
queen.
woman and the terrifying vampire infatuated with her, causing untold horror in its wake. Does that plot sound familiar? Because it's every fucking vampire movie.
Well,
Yeah.
Nosferatu was like the original vampire movie.
Yeah, which it ripped off of Dracula from like
No.
the novel. They had like an issue with that. They were like, "No, you're straight up just ripping off my book," and they told them to destroy most of the copies of Nosferatu because of it.
So
I thought
There
Nosferatu
were
I
copies
came
that
out
survived.
first.
yeah.
No, I'm saying
s-
like the book came out first in like the
Did Dra-
1800s.
Did Dracula come out first?
Yes,
Oh, I guess it did.
but then like the movie, I'm not saying the movie Dracula
Yeah,
and
I know what you mean.
Yeah, but they were like, wait, they couldn't get the rights to Dracula, so they
Mhm.
were like, we're just gonna make our own thing. But
Mm,
they saw it as that's the same fucking thing.
yeah.
You plagiarized this,
Mhm.
and now look where we're at.
Now look where we're at.
so
We're at Bill Skarsgård, and
we're starting this with
Willie Rest Up.
go watch the 1929 version and then watch this one.
I think most of us know the 1929 version. Or at
You'd be
least to
shocked, not a lot of people
some
do.
Extent.
It came out in 1922, guys.
22, whatever.
I just looked it up.
Release date June 1st, 1929.
Somebody.
Oh,
somebody's on
I'm looking
mics.
at the Symphony of Horror. Oh, that sentence.
Sympathy?
So anyway,
Anyways, so the
Nosferatu.
the first
Uh,
Nosferatu got a 97 out of 8 watcher rate,
Mm,
which is pretty
Every
good.
film student had to watch that movie,
yeah.
me included. I wasn't a film student, but I was in film classes.
It was great.
So guys, what did we think of Nosferatu?
I liked it.
I liked it.
I thought it was a little slow at parts. But I liked it.
I was just okay with it.
I thought it
To
was.
be honest.
Well, you also got a piece of it that
beautiful.
was just strictly in Russian, so
Okay, all right. So I go on a streaming site, and for some reason, 2 minutes of the movie's in Russia. Like, I don't know. Okay.
it was obviously an important context. It probably could have
It
been
was
making the
towards
movie.
end. It was just like all of a sudden they started speaking a different language, and I'm like, why is it speaking Russian? I don't know, but
Okay.
yeah, I decided to not go to the movie theater. I didn't illegally download the movie. It was on a different thing. Police, don't come near me. I don't have anything. But for the most part, though, I feel like I got like the idea of it. It felt dirty though to watch that. I was like, I should have just spent the money.
Yeah, I got the collector tin, the coffin.
Oh,
Did
you
put
did.
tampons in it?
No, I put popcorn in it.
We should have got that. Why didn't?
Yeah, I have it in the other room. It's really nice. It's like good tin, like you can store stuff in it.
Should have asked for it. Oh well, I wasn't thinking about it.
It's
Anyway.
I'm surprised because it's a coffin thing, so it's like
know.
if there was a more cast item.
I know.
Oh, thank you, my dear. Oh
did
God,
you
what did
bring
you
it?
put in it?
Chocolate.
I shit in it.
Nice.
Yeah,
Those are pretty nice.
and
But yeah, there were a lot of women who
there's a
were
lot
putting
of chocolate in it.
tampons and pads in it because
I
blood.
seen that.
And I was like, ah.
That's gross. All right, now that probably destroyed everyone's
not
ears.
used tampons. I was like, hold on, why is it gross? Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
But no, they're not using it as like a garbage can. They're just it's like it has tampons and pads in it, so you could reach in there and get it because
I mean, it could be a garbage can. but-
because I guess in a way it wants blood. So
Yeah. I think all the actors did a great job.
yeah, I think it looks great. I think they acted well.
Beautiful movie.
I
The
just like
blue tint that they have on the whole film is great.
I just felt like I've already seen this movie.
Because
you have.
Well, yeah, but like I don't feel like this movie really did anything different than like any other Nosferatu movies have. Like it feels like it's done the same exact thing and be artsy as well, and it's like it's it's good. It's a good movie. Like if people are like, "Oh, that was the best movie I watched," like I get where you're coming from. It is a very well put together movie, but I was just like, maybe you could have done like a little bit something different because it to me it was like this is exactly what I thought the movie was gonna be, and like
So
his other movies, I didn't predict how the other because like they were I didn't know what the fuck they were gonna be at all. Like The Witch, I was like I have no idea what this is gonna turn into. Same with The Lighthouse, I wasn't expecting it to be about fucking jerking off, but there it was. But for this, it was just like my biggest question was why does Nosferatu have a mustache?
why not?
He's supposed to look like Vlad the Impaler.
Yeah, the whole
Okay,
thing is
see,
like,
I get it, but also he kind of just looks like a guy you would see at like a bar at
Yeah.
like midnight.
what bars are you going to?
The vampire bars, they're up the street. Actually, down
Yeah.
the street.
So he has a very
Distinct mustache.
distinct
penis.
mustache. Yeah, that too.
What'd you guys
Yeah,
think of
that,
his penis?
that was dangling. That was a,
Oh,
that
you
was a
mean
thing.
in the movie? I thought you were talking about Vlad the Impaler himself.
You guys just
I
mute.
was like, what?
Cass just censored herself there.
Yeah, beautiful.
It was like the mic was just like, I don't want to.
Yeah.
What just happened there?
If this is too rated R,
Too
like,
much.
we're hitting triple X here.
I'm not surprised that you like. I mean, Bill Skarsgård is a great actor, and I didn't expect
is.
him to have the voice for this.
I
Oh my God.
loved the voice.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was fantastic.
He like had a voice warm up exercise thing that he would do for like an hour to actually get into the voice for this character.
He's
I
such
respect
a
him.
weird looking guy too. That he
He's
can
perfect.
just be. He can
Beautiful.
be any weird guy.
He can, yeah.
He was in Barbarian where he was just being himself and people thought he was weird. And I was like, I just think he's just being a normal guy. It's like, oh, you're supposed to be creeped out by this guy. I'm like, he seems like a normal guy to me. But no, he also played Pennywise. and
Yeah,
can
he did a
actually
great
do the
job.
Weird shit with his eyes, and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
what the fuck is this guy? He's like a demon.
Amazing.
He's a
So
delightful
this
boy.
movie is as of right now breaking over a little even. There was a 50 million budget on it and it's like at 56.2 right now. And it's
Just
still
glad-
counting upwards, but
I'm just glad that it at least like breaks even because like his last movie, The Northman, didn't do well. So
yeah, I was actually looking at all of his charts. All of his movies have great ratings. Like if you look at all of them, they're all like 90%. Nosferatu
they're
is at
basically
87.
modern classics.
Mhm.
Like
But the witch did well though, but he's like breaking just even with the rest of them.
it's
So.
it's one of those. He just makes those kind of movies that are like, as time goes on, they're going to be more renowned. From,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
like,
This movie was beautifully shot. I love everything in it. The little gypsy town that he went into,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm pretty sure that's what they were supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're, like Romanian.
Yeah, the lady on the horse was hot as fuck.
Yeah.
It's I like that whole scene where it's like a packed village and then no longer like packed and it's just a bunch of fever dreams. And you know what? Good on his friend for taking care of his wife who's having like fucking freakouts.
No, fuck that
And
guy.
like, well, at first
He's kind
I
of an
was like,
asshole about it. He's kind of an
he
asshole
is, but he
about it.
still houses her. But once she comes back and it's too much, he's like, all right, y'all gotta go.
Yeah.
But he
Like-
still takes care of her. And well, until he straps her to the bed.
Yeah, like he fucking straps her to a
I was
bed.
taking care of you.
Wait.
You strapped me to a bed.
Yeah, you tied me to a bed, dude. Like, what? Yeah.
He did
I don't know.
look like to. I don't know. I'm just thinking in that like time period, he could have just been like, all right, bruh, you're too
He-
much. Go home.
He's literally the type of guy who is only doing that as like a, but I did this for you, so now you like owe me. Like,
Yeah.
because the way he's like, I will pay for a carriage, or I will get you a carriage, and I will pay for it. Like, that's not him being kind. It is a.
Oh no! At that point, he was a complete asshole.
Yeah, I have the money, and I've been paying for all of this stuff, so therefore you owe me because I have money. Blah blah blah. Like.
Yeah.
I love
He's
that
kind
you
of an
randomly get muted.
It's not my fault.
Her mic's been really weird.
I don't know.
I try
what
to
the
fill
deal
in the
is.
blanks whenever she's talking and it stops. I'm like, okay, cool. Let me just
Try
say
this
something
now.
here.
Yeah, I don't know. At first, I
think it's
thought
just
he
you
was
guys.
like okay, like understanding and taking her and not throwing her on the streets. Then once everything became batshit crazy, and he
When the
came back
plague
and they were
hits.
throwing us. Yeah, like yo, when Nosferatu kills the kids, I
I wasn't
am a
expecting
hard.
that.
I laughed.
I wasn't expecting that either, but I was like, oh damn, all right. Shit.
Oh man, people definitely probably thought I was some kind of psycho because when the kid dropped to the floor, I was like, it's just like, just a drop, man. I was like, yeah, oh my god, that's fucked up,
Sweet,
but man.
succulent flesh.
So, a lot of people say they want to bang Nosferatu.
No thanks.
Where are you guys on that?
No, I'm out.
No,
Pass.
no,
That's not on your hear me out cake.
Nope.
nope. That is not gonna look. I got some hear me outs, but that is not one of them.
No.
So
Mm-mm. Not
that
so.
I tell you what, though, he did well for himself, like to bang her because she's weird hot, if that makes sense.
He doesn't even bang her though.
Yeah, he does.
Kind of.
No, he just sucks her blood.
That's sex, right?
No.
Yeah, that's totally sex.
No. He just sucks
Are
her
you
blood.
telling me that I've been doing it wrong this whole time?
You've been doing it wrong this whole time.
Well,
That's why
she's
they never call me back.
Yeah,
it
sorry, man.
makes sense now.
I thought it was my personality.
He was really into it though, so much that he died for it.
Hey, sometimes it's worth dying for.
Again,
Yeah.
she is weird hot.
It felt weird how it ended. It felt kind of like
Abrupt.
wait, yeah, it was like I know this movie's 2 hours long, but
Mm-hmm.
this feels like it was supposed to be a 3-hour movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's going to be a director's cut where it adds like 40 more minutes to this movie.
That would be great.
Yeah, like
Robert Eggers, give it to us, please. Give me more of your cinematography.
I think he's done similar things for like I want to say The Witch had a director's cut, maybe not. I know that Midsummer, it's not his movie, but I know that Midsummer had a director's cut and it added more shit. And it's like, dude, this movie's already 2.5 hours. You really want this to be 3 hours and 11 minutes? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that movie I one and done with. I like will not watch that movie again.
See,
I don't know what it is.
You can tell that Danny's back because she's clicking on her fucking mouse. Stop.
Because I'm looking for a specific actress, and I can't remember her name.
I have all of them pulled up.
No, she's a weird looking actress that we have always. Anya
Taylor-Joy?
Taylor-Joy. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was gonna. She's in The Witch, so
Yeah.
I remember seeing her, and I was
But
like,
she's beautiful, so it's
Yeah.
like.
yeah, it was. I mean, that was already like a weird feeling in that movie. It was like, she's kind of hot, and it's like, wait, hold on, how old is she in this movie? That's a good movie though. So
I felt.
do we want to actually talk about the movie though?
Yeah, I feel like we haven't talked about the movie when we all say that we enjoyed it.
Well, I thought
Like
it was okay.
the her like acting, like having like the possessions and like the seizure and stuff like that, fucking brilliant. Like that is so well done.
I felt
like
like I was seeing an origin story of like Nosferatu and the main girl that Lily Rose plays. I was like, so this is how Danny and John met. Okay.
Look, I do haunt his dreams. What can I
Oh
say?
yeah, it's
That's
actually
upset.
flipped. Like you're
Yeah.
Nosferatu, and he's
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, come on, come
He's
on.
the innocent.
He goes in the
he's very
sunlight, like
he is
Mhm.
very submissive and breedable. So
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
but we love him.
Mhm.
yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah, this movie was beautifully shot. Like every single scene was just really eye pleasing.
Even on the
Um,
shitty cam rip I watched, it still looked good. So that's how
yeah,
you
see,
know it's good.
the acting was high quality. Like everyone did great. The kids were your typical like kid actor, like cap outs of what you expect from kid actors. So
Nobody
like the
felt
kids,
distracting though in the movie.
Yeah.
or nobody felt like the main character.
Well, no, I mean like no one was like a bad
No,
actor in a way
Helen
that
was.
like
Oh,
distracted me.
Helen was the main
yeah.
character.
So
Everybody did such a great, like such a great job that it's hard to like pick anything.
did
like-
you guys know that the actor that plays Voldemort is in this movie?
No.
No.
So Ralph Innocent, he's the doctor. He's not Willem Dafoe's character. It's the other one. That's Voldemort.
Oh.
Interesting.
That's funny.
And I was just like, this
Voldemort
dude-
doing house calls.
He's also in The Witch. Like he plays the
Mhm.
dad in The Witch, and his voice is so bassy, boomy. I'm
Mhm.
like, God damn! Like you have such a good, rich voice. I wish I had a voice that was like that. It's so calming but yet intimidating in a way. It's kind of like how Kratos and like the newer God of War games are.
Oh
Where it's like,
yeah.
this is a good voice, but also it kind of scares the fuck out of me.
I think we all want like one of those voices. I wish I had a good voice.
Yeah, it said he had that horrible shriek.
Yeah, what can I say?
Wow.
I'm trying to work on it. Danny trying to get into voice acting,
I
so
thought you were gonna say you're getting a divorce.
no, I would have to
You
be
can't-
married first, and if
yeah,
I
you
was
can't
married, I don't
divorce
know when that happened.
How one
I
of
can't
those
believe
nights.
you don't remember our wedding. How dare you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
see?
no. See, we are married to the point of I could never even fathom divorcing you. So it's not even
I'll
like
grab your shuffle,
in
Danny.
my brain.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of what kind of marriage would I divorce in, and if I don't know when that happens. I would never divorce you, Cass. You're my one and only. John has accepted the fact when he dies, we're moving in together.
Mhm. Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if you all moved in together. It would just be two weird girls and two gangly guys.
Yep.
He really would.
Yeah, it's
It
like,
would.
yeah, this
Mhm.
looks like a bisexual house.
Yeah. It's fine.
Streamer house.
Mhm. Yep.
Like if you guys,
Um,
like if I walked in and you guys are all like, yeah, we've just been having sex with each other all day. It's like, I'm not surprised by that. I'm just not surprised.
It's
if
really
anything,
weird,
it's
but
to be
okay.
expected.
Yeah, that just 0 to 100. I don't have a very high sex drive.
Escalated very quickly.
Have we not met?
Have you talked about this movie yet?
No, because it's just the same fucking movie as all the other ones.
You should watch it. It's
yeah.
a beautiful movie. It's worth
It was-
Nosferatu seduces a hot chick, and then he gets seduced by hot chick, and he blows up. That's it. That's
doesn't-
the movie.
doesn't
Roll
even-
credits.
He doesn't blow up though.
I
He
mean,
doesn't blow up. He basically fries in the sun, and it looks fucking cool when he
Yeah.
does.
he's
Um,
enjoying himself while he's doing it, though.
Mhm.
which is cool. Good
Yeah.
for him. But yeah, it's just your typical like fell in love with a vampire kind of story, but
Mhm.
not like a Twilight kind of sense. It's just
She didn't know what she was getting into.
Yeah.
But he did.
Oh,
Hey.
he very well did.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know. Movie's beautiful to watch. Every single actor is fantastic.
Do we have anything else to say? We've just been saying that like over
Yeah,
and
Danny
over.
has said the same thing 3 times.
Yeah, I know, because I'm trying to
Cass,
find
what
things.
do you have to say?
There's nice boobs.
I already said that.
I think Helen was a great character, and it was really fun to see a story centered around her, instead of Nosferatu himself.
Yeah.
And I think it was a great allegory to embracing your demons and dealing with them and dealing with your darkness. And letting people accept you for who you are. Because that's what Thomas does for Helen. He tells her that he will love her no matter what, even when she tells him about, weird, horrible shit that she really doesn't do horrible stuff, but she just is prophetic and can see shit and predict things. And he's like, yeah, that's chill, babe.
Yeah.
He's just cool with it.
I
Just girl things.
Just girl things.
just girl, yeah,
Yeah.
just girl
Girl
things.
things.
A lot
That
of
was
women
really nice.
enjoyed this movie, so I've
Mhm.
been getting
I
a lot
was
It's a very
lot of
pro
vote for it.
girly movie.
yeah.
So was The Witch too. Robert Eggers kind of has a thing for like,
Girl power.
strangely making like feminist movies.
And The Lighthouse,
And The Lighthouse,
which is just about
I want to see
male sexuality.
Yeah, which I think he kind of touches on that a little bit with Nosferatu. And like the way Helen is like navigating her world. Because like a woman's darkness could be like her sexuality and embracing that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I love what
and
a
I
great
think that's
friend
pretty dope.
Anna is, or Anna.
Mm-hmm.
She's a ride or die friend, and I
Right?
respect it.
Good for
So,
her. Yeah. That was my take on the
Um,
movie. You're welcome.
I
Finally,
do
something
love
of worth.
how Nosferatu's shadow was like how they were causing
Mm-hmm.
like certain stuff to happen by his
Mhm.
shadow, and like the classic hand.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was cool. Again, very eye appealing.
See, I watched Nosferatu and the movie we're going to do for next week's episode back to back. So sometimes some of the things have been bleeding in.
Mm.
So
Oh,
when you
no.
said shadow, I was thinking of the other movie. And it's like, oh yeah, when they ride the bike. I'm like,
Nope.
that was a different movie.
That was a different movie. Mm-hmm.
Indeed, a different movie.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how I managed to combine them in my brain like that, but I did.
Yeah, so I like how they did the shadow. The shadow's cool.
Mm-hmm. That's a like play black.
Willem
Yeah.
Dafoe is just a batshit crazy guy, and I love him for that. Well,
That's
not
too
really,
much
but
blood.
he got too much into learning about the occult, and so he kind of got banned. But
You know what I
he's
will
a very
say about this movie? If you're on TikTok or Reels or whatever, and you keep seeing the little interviews about the 2000 rats with William Dafoe and the other actors talking about the 2000 rats in the movie in one particular
fakes.
scene, underwhelming. Sorry, I've hung out with
Underwhelming?
rats. They're stinky for sure, but
Oh.
that did not look like 2000 rats. Very underwhelming.
Ruined my immersion of the movie.
Yeah, sorry.
More
There
rats.
should have been more rats.
There should have been more rats. I was like, y'all playing this 2000 rats up a lot. Like, I get that
Like,
that's a lot of rats and
they
that's a lot of
got
trained
the,
rats, but
They got the budget. Where's my 2,000 rats?
I
Yeah.
could see you pausing the movie and counting the rats just to be like, all right, and that's 1,972 rats. You need 28 more rats in here.
Yep. Maybe. And apparently they had to keep cutting on that scene because some of the rats would just like look too cute. Because they would like sit
Aw.
up.
I love it.
They'd be like, I'm a
Aw.
rat. Which
That's
they are
adorable.
cute. Rats are
The
pretty
rats do eat a lot of people in this movie because the plague happens too.
cute.
And
Mhm.
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah, this is during plague.
disgusting.
yeah, it's
Well, it's
crazy
not
to
during
think
the
that people
plague. Nosferatu
He
creates the
brings
plague.
The plague. Yeah,
Yeah.
it is a plague ship
Yeah.
that brings it.
It's
yeah.
just crazy to see that people would just die in the streets.
Yeah.
That was a thing, though.
Yeah,
Like,
and you
that
just leave
happened.
them there, and it's like, oh my
They
God.
would burn bodies in the street.
Yeah.
They also would, like, get mounds of people in general, like, off in a hole and burn them. Because that's
What a
what you had to
horrible
do
way
to stop.
to die.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
There wasn't enough people to. There wasn't enough doctors to care for people and deal with it, basically.
Did you know plague doctors in their mask actually had lavender in the nose of it?
Yeah, they would put incense in there,
Yeah.
so they wouldn't have to smell the corpses.
Yeah. I kind of love plague masks.
Yeah.
Watch the movie. It's great.
Yeah, it's great.
Watch also the 1922 movie. Also great.
There's one from the 70s that's pretty good too.
Yeah, watch that one too.
No,
Shadow
fuck the
of the
70s.
Vampire is a good one.
Okay.
That's from 2000. There's a lot of vampire movies.
There's a lot of vampire movies.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them. Also, SpongeBob's not in this Nosferatu movie, so 0 out of 10. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Nosferatu is in SpongeBob.
He never turns on the lights like in the movie.
Yeah.
Is that you, Nosferatu?
Nosferatu. What a weird fucking thing to have.
I
That
know.
actually
It's
scared me
great.
the first time I saw him because I was a kid. And I was like, what the fuck is that?
It's Nosferatu.
I'm sure it scared a lot of children just seeing that.
No, I already knew what. No, like I knew all that stuff. Hell, I was watching Silent Hill at like 7 or something or 8. Like
that explains a lot for both of you.
I was watching Child's Play at like 4 years old, so
I'm not surprised by any of this.
Things coming full circle.
I was a baby, like watching any of that stuff. I was like, I can't do it. Now I'm like, I could do harder than that.
that's what
But
she
then I
said.
Yeah.
watch and I'm like, I wish I didn't.
Yeah.
I wish I didn't watch that.
Like
Yeah.
martyrs.
So yeah, I guess you're gonna watch. If you had an interest in seeing this movie, you probably already fucking saw it. So, what did you think of it? Anybody out there? Comments
think
on Spotify or on YouTube, and then we could know your opinion.
Maybe if we get enough comments, we'll do a mini episode replying to the comments. But you got to go make those comments.
This is a 2-minute long episode. Good episode. Good episode. Thanks.
Good episode, everybody.
All right. Anyway, follow us on Spotify, YouTube, whatever thing you listen to on your podcast things, and download the episodes. The only metric that I see. Danny sees the other metrics. I don't know why it's split like that, but so she sees the listens, I see the downloads. So download the episodes. I get an email every week, so I'll know if you're doing it.
No.
So download more episodes. If you've already downloaded the episode, download it on a different platform. You can download it everywhere. Do it. Download it on every single thing that you have and tell your friends as well. It helps us out a lot, helps gain traction for us. And also, you get to enjoy the episodes without any buffering, which is really nice.